Picture this: the deadline is done, the kids are quiet, the house is not perfect, but nothing is urgent. Your phone is nearby, but no emergency is happening. You finally sit down on the couch, and this should be the moment to exhale, the peace, the relief. But instead, your body does something strange. Your shoulders stay tight, your jaw stay clenched, and your mind starts scanning. What did I forget? What needs to be done tomorrow? Did I answer that message? Should I prepare something? Maybe I should quickly check one more thing. And even though everything is technically fine, inside there is this low hum. Not a panic attack, not a crisis, just a quiet inner buzzing that says, don't stop yet. Don't relax too much. Stay ready. And if that is familiar, today's life is for you. Because I want to talk about why some women cannot relax even when everything is fine. Why stillness can feel uncomfortable when you are used to performing, and how to start teaching your system that rest is safe. And if this speaks to you, comment rest below and I'll send you the simple stillness reset practice from today. Type live if you're watching this live, and type replay if you're watching this later. And put yes in the comments if you know what it feels like to have nothing urgent happening but still feel unable to fully switch off. And let's do first a quick test. Imagine someone told you you have 30 minutes, nothing to do, nobody needs anything, just rest. What happens inside? Do you feel a relief or do you feel discomfort? Do you immediately think of everything you could use those 30 minutes for? Do you feel guilty? Do you reach for your phone? Do you start tidying? Do you mentally rehearse tomorrow? Do you feel like rest is only allowed if you have earned it? And that reaction tells you something, Not that you're bad at rest, but that your body may have learned to associate stillness with danger, guilt, or loss of value. Because when you have been doing, when you have been in doing mode for years, doing starts to feel like identity. You're the one who handles it, the one who anticipates, the one who remembers, the one who solves, the one who keeps everything moving, the one who sees the problem before anyone else does. And if that has been your role for a long time, stopping can feel like disappearing. And sometimes you cannot relax because your life is truly overloaded. That's real. There may be much on your plate and too little support, too many responsibilities, too little recovery. And we do not say that doesn't matter. But on the other hand, when there is a real pause, your system still cannot receive it. And that's the case I'm talking about today. And why is that? Why you cannot relax? Because your nervous system has been trained by momentum. Your body has learned I'm safe when I'm ahead, or I'm safe when I'm useful, I'm safe when I'm prepared, I'm safe when I have checked everything. I'm safe when I can see the next problem before it arrives. I'm safe when I keep moving. So when you stop, the mind panics, not because the couch is dangerous, but because stopping interrupts the identity you have been living from. And the high achieving women often does not only do things, they become the doing, and then reset is not just rest. Rest feels like a threat to the self she has built. Because if I'm not doing, who am I? If I'm not useful, do I matter? If I'm not productive, am I still worthy? If I'm not ahead, am I safe? And that's the deeper layer. You're not just tired, you're attached to the version of you who survives by staying on. And I want to give you a different way of understanding this. Because when you finally stop, three voices often appear. And the first is the scanner. The scanner says, what did we miss? What could go wrong? What needs to be prevented? Who might be upset? What are we not seeing? And this is a part of you that learn to anticipate. It may have helped you to survive, but it cannot give you peace. And that's very important. The voice too is the critic, because the critic is also there and it says you should be doing more. You are lazy. You do not deserve rest yet. Or other people are managing better. You have no reason to be tired. And this is the voice that connects word with the output. It does not ask what you need, it asks whether you have earned your pause. And the third voice is the being. And this voice is quieter. It does not shout, it does not panic. It says, come back. You're here. You're breathing. You're allowed to exist without proving. One moment of rest will not destroy your life. And this is the voice many women can barely hear because the scanner and the critic are so loud, but it's still there. The being you. The part of you underneath the roles, underneath the task, underneath the constant management. And this is the part we're learning to return to. And comment being if you want to learn how to rest as a human being, not only recover as a human doing. And there was a season where even when doing nothing urgent was happening, I mean, there was a season where even when nothing urgent was happening, I could not relax. I'm my mind just replayed errands. My body stayed alert. I would sit down, and within minutes, some part of me would start searching for a task, a plan, a problem, a thing to improve, a thing to prepare, and then guilt would come in. I should be grateful, I should feel peaceful, I should enjoy this, but why do I still feel tense? So instead of resting, I stayed in motion, busy planning, managing, thinking, checking. And it took me a long time to see that my doing mode has become more than a habit. It became an identity. And when I tried to switch off, I did not only meet tiredness, I met the fear of not knowing who I was without the next thing to handle. And that's not easy to admit. But it is freeing when you see it. Because then the question changes. It's no longer what is wrong with me that I cannot relax. It becomes what did my body learn about stopping? And that's so much more useful and kinder to ask. You see, when you try to relax and your mind starts racing, it can feel like the thoughts are telling the truth. You forgot something, you're failing behind, and this piece will not last. You should be doing more. You cannot stop yet. But those are thoughts. They may be loud. They may feel urgent. They may arrive with body sensation, but they are still thoughts. And the moment you can notice them, something shifts. Instead of being inside the thought, you become aware of it. And instead of saying, I cannot relax, you can say, I'm having the thought that I cannot relax. And instead of saying, I must do more, you can say, I'm noticing the thought that I must do more to be okay. And that small distance matters because the thought may still be there, but it's no longer the whole truth. It's not taking the wheel. And you are not the racing mind. You are the awareness that can notice the racing mind. You are not the low hum. You are the one who can feel it and breathe with it. And underneath all of that, there is a deeper calm that has not disappeared. Your heart is beating, your breath is moving, life is still happening without you managing every second of it. And the calm is not something you create from scratch, it's something you return to when the noise settles. You see, rest is not the opposite of achievement. Rest is what makes sustainable achievement possible. The high achieving mind often believes If I rest, I will lose momentum. If I stop, I will fall behind. If I soften, I will become careless. If I relax, I will lose my edge. But the truth is, constantly running on alert does not make you powerful. It makes you reactive. It makes you impatient. It makes you disconnected from your body. It makes you less creative. It makes you less present. It makes small problems feel bigger because your system is already overloaded. Rest is not checking out your life. Rest is how you come back into your life when with a clearer mind and steadier body. And you do not need to earn rest by collapsing. You do not need to finish everything before you pause. You do not need to prove you are worthy of stillness. Relaxation is not a reward for finishing. It's a part of who you stay whole life living. I mean, it's a part of how you stay whole life living instead of, just be the doing. And I want to give you a very simple practice today. It's not 1 hour, not a perfect morning routine, not a whole lifestyle change, just a small reset. And I call it the stillness reset. And I use it when I sit down and my body feels like it is running. So use it when the low hum starts. Use it when you reach for your phone because silence feels uncomfortable. Use it when you feel guilty for resting. And it has 3 stops. And you can do it now with me as we go. So the step 1 is name the mode. Say quietly, I am in doing mode, not with judgment, just naming. I am in doing mode. And this creates awareness. And it could be a different kind of mode you are in. Just be aware of it and name it. And this reminds you when you do that this is a mode, not your identity. And that's something we want to do here. So this is a mode I'm in, and it's not my identity. So I can break from it. And the step 2 is that you find the body signal for it. So maybe ask where does the need to keep going live in my body? And it could be in your jaw, chest, stomach, shoulder, hands, throat. Just find the place and put hand there if that feels okay. So whether it's a throat or a chest or even a stomach, put a hand on it. And breathe. Not to force it away, but to let your body know you are listening. And the third step then is give safety to pause. So say I am safe to stop for 1 minute. It's not about doing that forever, not the whole evening, just 1 minute. I'm safe to stop for 1 minute. And then take 3 slow breaths. Just 1, in and out. 2, and 3. And that's it. Doing mode, body signal, and safe to stop for 1 minute. This is how you begin teaching the body that stillness is not a danger. Small moments repeated gently. And if you want to take this deeper after the live or whenever you feel like it, sit with these questions. Where did I learn that stillness was unsafe or unproductive? Maybe it was childhood, school, work culture, motherhood. Just maybe a season where everything really did depend on you. And then the second question is, what task could I delegate, delay, or release this week to create 30 minutes of intentional rest? It's not accidental rest, it's intentional rest. A space you choose, a space you protect. And the third, what would my peaceful future self tell me about rest today? It's not the anxious self, it's not the over functioning self, the future self who is successful, grounded, clear, and well. What would she say? It could be you do not need to exhaust yourself to be worthy, or you are allowed to protect your energy, or your peace is not optional. Rest now, you will lead better from there. And let those questions work on you, for you. You see, the inability to relax is not a personal failure. It's often deeply wired habit that once protected you. Maybe being alert helped you. Maybe being useful helped you, kept you safe. Maybe being productive brought approval. Maybe anticipating problems helped you survive chaos. Maybe doing was where you felt in control. So we do not shame that pattern. We thank it, and then we teach the body something new. You are safe to pause now. You are safe to breathe. You are safe to be more than what you produce. You are safe to exist without proving your value every minute. You are safe to stop. Not because life is perfect, but because you do not have to abandon yourself until everything is done. Everything will never be done, but you are still worthy of rest. So, what I want you to really hear is this: you do not need to push harder, you need to feel safe enough to stop. You do not need to earn rest by collapsing. You do not need to keep scanning for the next problem just to prove you care. You're allowed to rest before resentment, before burnout, before your body forces you to listen. And if you want the stillness reset practice from today, comment rest below or send me DM rest and I'll send it to you. And if you know this pattern deeply, if you cannot relax even when everything is fine, if your work still feels like, if it still feels like tied to doing, fixing, achieving, and holding everything together, this is the kind of work I support women with inside my Coming Home to Yourself coaching. And send me coming home, and we can begin the conversation. But for today, let me leave you with this. Relaxation is not a reward for finishing, it is your birthright. Thank you for being here today, and let